few questions as a witness to Julie's death.
Sorry, witness to her death. What exactly is it that you think I know?
Look, if we could just go down to the station.
Or has somebody said something? Are you going to say out? Or have you already? Is that it?
What? How could you think I would do such a thing?
Let's go.
Elieen, wait. I don't sound good.
I'm saying is, if it was my sister and she was dying...
Undoubtedly it can be hard, but with excellent palliative care, it's possible to experience a good death surrounded by your loved ones. As a man of the cloth, I'm sure you'll agree.
Oh, it's hard to know how any one of us would feel.
What's that thing they say until you walked in someone's shoes?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when Paul was dying, he asked Billy... Sorry, do you mind? Well, he asked Billy to help him end it. And I was so angry, because I never wanted him to leave us, ever. But I was never going to be able to change the fact that he was going to die anyway. So why shouldn't he have the right to decide when? And obviously, in the end, he died naturally, but...
I just worry if it's made legal, it'd be open to abuse. You know, for example, with disabled people being urged.
The current proposal for assisted dying, it does only apply to the terminally ill. As far as Julie goes, none of us are ever going to know.
Well, I'm telling you lot now. If I'm ever unlucky to get something, you know, deadly, I give you my full permission.
Oh, fuck's sake. Todd, it's me. I need to speak to you. Will you call me, please?
So what's happening?
Craig's driving her down to the station.
Do you think maybe one of us should go up there, you know, for moral support?
Well, I suggest not, your good self, because she clearly thinks you're responsible for the dirty deed.
I didn't do a dirty deed.
Oh, look, you know what she's like once she gets an idea into her head? Huh? Harder to shift than red wine out of a white woolly cardie.
I knew that was you. Eileen's been arrested for
Mary,
murder.
Elieen has not been arrested.
She's been taken in for questioning over Julie's death.
Oh.
Good. Beg your pardon?
When one has been bereaved, one can't behave in...
Yeah, but Elieen suffered the bereavement too, Roy. And apparently it's a good thing that she's been dragged off down to a police station for no good reason.
I beg to differ. I think Elieen allowing Julie to use her painkillers to end her life is a very good reason. Which is why I reported her to the police.
You idiot.
Oh, look, clearly emotions are running high. I'm sure that Brian's motivation was driven by...
I know what it was driven by, Roy.
Judge, it might...
Needing someone to be angry with.
It's a perfectly reasonable reaction.
Indeed. And it's something I encounter on a daily basis, but it stops people from having to deal with their loss. Elieen doesn't deserve to be held accountable for Julie.
I find that hard to believe.
Shame on you.
I suppose it's only natural wanting to blame someone.
You were dead close, though, Julie and Elieen.
That you and Brian were, weren't you, in the past?
Sexually, do you mean?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I know he's got his funny little ways.
Brian Packham is the rarest of gems. A true and steadfast friend. And as the quote goes, if you haven't learned the meaning of friendship, then you haven't learned anything.
Oh, is that Oscar Wilde?
Muhammad Ali.
You already? I'm sorry, I know this must be distressing, but I'm sure you'll appreciate that in cases like this, we have to be thorough. Come in. Okay, thank you. Why have you got Julie's wash bag? Are those my pills?
So you're not denying they're yours?
What would be the point? They've got my name on it.
Okay, I'll have to advise you not to say anything further until you have legal representation present.
What?
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to interview you under caution with regards to your sister's death.
So can you explain why they were found in Julie's wash bag?
No, I can't.
So you didn't put them there?
No.
And she didn't mention she put them in there? Had she talked about ending her life?
What? No.
Never hinted at it?
She wanted a cup of tea. I went to get it, and that was the last time we spoke.
And you're sure there was never any kind of indication from Julie of her intention?
I've told you, no. And if you're implying that I helped her to do it, that I would seriously leave her on her own to die, that I wouldn't be by her side, holding her hand, telling her how much she was loved.
But if you had, and she'd used your pills to do it, that could be viewed as murder in a court of law. You could get 14 years.
I did not kill my sister.
You have my deepest sympathy for your loss.
Thank you.
However, one must acknowledge...
It wouldn't have happened were it not for the actions of a certain woman.
Look, even if that assertion is correct and Elieen is responsible...
For killing her own sister. She was. I should say an act for which I will personally ensure she receives the severest of punishments.
You seriously believe that Elieen hasn't been punished enough by the loss?
Which she was responsible for expediting.
Well, in that case, perhaps she deserves our pity, not our retribution.
I doubt the courts will see it that way.
Watching someone you love living in pain, seeing the fear in their eyes as they wonder what the end is going to be like, feeling their sense of hopelessness in knowing that they have no control over it. That is agony. Pure, unadulterated agony. Maybe Julie was trying to protect you from that.
I didn't want a protection. I wanted to be with her, comforting her.
I'm sure Elieen, too, wanted more time with Julie. But sometimes the dying know when they've had enough. And then it's only the living, forcing them to endure one more hour, one more minute.
Surely with the right drugs, the right care, with the arms of a loved one wrapped around you, possible to have a peaceful passing.
Indeed.
If she needed help, it should have been me.
Think yourself lucky it wasn't. To take a life, even when one has been begged to do so, must be an unbearable burden to bear.
She said nothing of ending it, nothing.
Not directly, no. But perhaps that veiled goodbye was a sign that she thought it was time.
I know she couldn't bear the thought of losing the sense of who she was. Not being able to laugh anymore. She wasn't there yet. All those years were wasted.
It's impossible to imagine now. But in the future, you will be able to look back on your time together and smile. I promise.
Elieen, I am really sorry that you had to go through that. Come here. You okay?
I'm tired.
So, what have they said?
That I can go home while they continue their inquiries.
It wasn't me that reported you, it was Brian. Yeah, discovered a packet of your pills in Julie's wash bag and put 2 and 2 together and made 10. And that's what I told them. I said there is no way that Elieen would have given her sister them pills.
Thanks.
I mean, do you want to go and see Brian now?
Just want to go home.
Okay. I nipped the chippy once we had this.
A cup of tea's fine, thanks.
Of course. Got no appetite. Sorry.
No, it's me that should be saying sorry. For lashing out at you for no reason when I knew you would never have reported me to the police. Oh.
Elieen, if they do a post-mortem and confirm that Julie died of an overdose, they could charge you.
I can't believe she didn't think of the consequences.
Well, obviously she didn't want to involve you.
Well, she has involved me. Why couldn't she just leave another tape explaining?
I don't know.
No, I'm going to get charged for a murder. For killing my own flesh and blood.